Oh, sorry. Abdul Carter is obviously on there. I kind of almost leave him and Travis Hunter out of all conversations. Obviously Abdul Carter, but I just leave him out of the conversation because he is like very clearly the best edge rusher in the draft, and there's no real debate there. Kind of like how Travis Hunter is very clearly the best wide receiver, cornerback, athlete in the draft, and there's no debate. I guess you could debate on if he's the best corner over like a Will Johnson or a Jahdae Barron, but wide receiver, I think he's pretty clear number one. Tedero McMillan, maybe in certain situations, but overall, definitely Trav. I know you got Matthew Golden as well out of Texas. Running that 4.29 is impressive, but I feel like Hunter has to be in the 4.3s, low 4.3s for sure. Like when you put on the tape, he runs away from everyone. For sure it's right here. Is there someone else or no? Right here. Heck yeah. My NFL team, the Lions did. So sick of hearing about Jackson Dart. I mean, he's got a lot of talent. It's just... it's tough to really judge his a lot of his stuff because of the offensive scheme. A lot of it was just a ton of downfield throws, one or two reads. He's not going through a ton of progressions. It's Lane Kiffin's system, right? I believe he's in Lane Kiffin's system. Which, if you have a big arm like he does, he's got a good arm. Like, it's a pretty good system for him. A lot of down the field stuff though. Whereas someone like Shadur, his was all reads and rhythm, and that's more, I feel like, of what you're going to be asked to do in the NFL. Is what Shadur does, not really what Dart does. He could still be a really good player, though. You never know. Evaluating the quarterback position is hands down the hardest thing to do in the draft process. There's not enough of them. I did, Hurricane Chris, I did. But everyone has some bad games like that, you know, it happens. He was a freshman last year. Dylan Stewart. Oh, no, yeah, I know who you're talking about. He can't be drafted yet, AYL. He can't be drafted yet. He's a stud, but you can't be drafted as a sophomore. The only way that you could be drafted after your sophomore season is if you redshirted your freshman year, then you were a redshirt freshman, then a redshirt sophomore. You have to be 3 years in college to be drafted. Redshirt counts. Very rarely do you see that happen, though. A lot of the times, people who are redshirting are not physically ready to make the jump to the NFL after 2 seasons of playing. You're going against, 19, 20, 21-year-old, not boys, but very, very big difference going against young men and then going against grown men. It is a very, very big difference. That's why there's never been anyone who's 18, 19 years old who's been ready. It's not like the NBA. The NBA, every once in a while, you will find somebody who's 18 years old that can play with the best in the world. I don't think that will ever be the case. The closest we may have ever seen, though, is right now with Jeremiah Smith, to be honest, from Ohio State. I feel like he could be on an NFL roster right now as a true freshman, which is insanely impressive. I'm just waiting for my loadie at this point. I'm in an okay spot. I'm eventually going to want to take that. Let's work up the hill then. Does Genty last until 10th? No. No way. I think if anything, people trade up to get Genty because I don't think he makes it past 5 or 6. So I think you could see a trade up to New England. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I think that if I'm gonna make like some trade prediction inside the top 10, it's Chicago jumps up to number 4. Chicago jumps to number 4 and grabs Genty is my prediction. Because I just don't see Genty lasting that long. Yeah, 100% truth, 100%. What up, soldier? The tanking sweepstakes for Jeremiah and Arch. Oh, well, next year is the Arch Manning sweepstakes. That's next year. Next year's quarterback class is significantly better than this year's quarterback's class. Significantly. I don't think Arch can even declare, actually. Can he? Did he redshirt? He might have redshirted. And then last year was his redshirt freshman, so I think Arch can declare. But then you got Garrett Nussmeier. The SEC is stacked with quarterback talent. Stacked. Absolutely stacked. You could go through their entire, the entire SEC, and there's a potential for, first or second round quarterback on like every single team. It's pretty nuts. Maybe not everyone, but you know what I mean. They'd have to say they should grab Mason Graham instead. Yeah, possible. No, I feel like they would jump for Genty. Mason Graham is a stud player, though. He's a stud. But I think if they make that jump, then I think it's for Genty.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
No one out here with me.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Hey, yeah, right, Boston. Well, even if you had the number 1 pick, you'd just trade out of it. I guess maybe not. Maybe if you were to trade, if the Patriots got the first pick, only thing that they would do is trade with one of the other top 3 to ensure that they get Hunter or Carter. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, James Pierce Jr., stud as far as testing numbers go, but I don't think the Lions take him. Woo. I don't think the Lions take James Pierce, as he's just... I haven't heard really too many good things about his locker room presence, like you're saying. So yeah, freak athlete, but no room for that in Detroit. We're building a winning culture. Someone else can deal with it. Maybe he could be, maybe he could have learned, you know? You never know. Maybe he could have learned and grown up a bit. Given these young kids, 18, 19 years old, giving them $1 million. And then they're like the man on campus. Like, that's got to be very difficult to deal with. You know, got to be difficult. You know they're getting special privileges in classrooms. You know the women are throwing themselves at them. Gonna be tough to kind of keep a level head. Be easy to kind of let your ego just get away from you there.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I think I'm gonna do this for a self.
Located. Move to secure.
Oh, Hum's out all the way, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy for us to judge, but get in the same situation, like, that's tough for any young man.
Move to the next one.
That's tough for any young man. I was having all that money and then all the attention from females. You think like you made it, but really you haven't done anything yet. You can lose it all that fast.
Remaining. Move to secure.
You haven't done a darn thing. Yes.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Let's go. That's exactly what I was looking for right there.
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured.
Exactly. What the? What? No, we're not. So jumpy, dude. Yeah, 100%. Wimby comes to mind as someone who just gets it. But overseas is such a better system for young athletes than America. It is such a better system. They're basically professionals since they're 14 years old. Whereas in America, it's like you're not really a professional. You just get a lot of attention, you get money thrown at you, but there's no real structure to your daily routine.
You've got gas
As far as learning how to be a pro. Whereas, like I said, in overseas, you got to learn how to be a pro real quick. Because you're just kind of thrown into it. So we're being a young top athlete in America, you're more like a celebrity than you are an athlete or a professional one. I think I'm gonna go high hill here. If AK gets nerfed, what's backup? AMAX is good and Kilo's good, so we have a fair amount of decent snipe supports. Oh, 100% drums. 100%. But that's like, for me, that's not something that I learned until my 30s. So I'm not, who am I to judge some 20-year-old that's making millions of dollars and maybe has never had to work that hard at it? It's tough, dude. What are we doing, dude? I don't like this this push at all. I have no hard cover. I'm just backing out of it. We're just backing out. Every meter that I put in between me and him is a higher percentage that I win the engagement anyway.
They got me.
Gas is closing in.
Okay, so there is someone else here.
Safe zone. Supply crates are restocked. Advise you to load up now.
That's why the heartbeat is so good right there. Being able to line it up before I repeak, massive advantage. Because I can't see anything. If I just like swing and my eyes scan, I'm not seeing them.
You're losing ground. Move it.
I gotta try to get up in the hills here.
LDVR awaiting targeting data.
Nerd. Okay, I'm in a good spot here.
Gas is inbound. Marking new
Freaking
safe
kidding
zone.
me, dude.
Gulag's closed until further notice.
High hill to fire. Or wall. I pick wall. I pick wall.
Loadout drop headed your way. Remain. You're almost done here.
This guy right on the little one story that I need.
Gas is closing in.
Could easily still be someone else back here. Big.
Only 4 remain. Finish the job. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Hard cover.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Enemy UAV is online.
That's him. Now, the next question is, he gonna peek over? That's them fighting. 3 up. I know where 1's at. They are definitely gonna know where I'm at here. Someone fire for sure. Most likely second. It's hard to hold roof. I got wall though, and then that for hard cover. My guess is he tries to roll around that backside. Got about 30 seconds till zone's on me. He's got about 5 till zone's on him. Two up. Wow, that was lucky. The guy's bad. Gotta be fire.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Is he barely in there?
Time of flight 5 seconds. Out. Enemy precision air.
Really? So he's allowed to precision me.
Heads up.
What a joke.
Got myself up. That's not going anywhere.
Gas is moving. Target grid struck. No casualties. Gas is
Huge.
closing in. Get to the new safe zone. That's a win.
Boom.
Please take what's yours.
Boom. What's the problem with the airstrike? It's just annoying because he called it in. I immediately turned and sprinted, and it still hit me.